We're about a week away from Lent. Are we getting ourselves ready for the solemnity and the sacred days that are coming during the season of Lent and this time of repentance? Over this next week, we'll have different celebrations that help us to feast, like Mardi Gras or maybe Punchki Day, but it's a reminder that we feast before we fast. As we prepare for our Lenten journey, Lent is designed and reminds us of Jesus' 40 days in the desert. And in those 40 days, as Jesus fasted and prayed in the desert, he ultimately drew closer to his Father. It was a time of prayer, and an intense time of prayer, of fasting. We, in our Lenten journey, look at prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. And in this final week before we hit Ash Wednesday, those are some of the things that we should be thinking about. How are we going to get closer to God our Father? How are we going to travel and be more like Jesus in the desert and communing with the Father? How are we going to be led by the Spirit into that desert of Lent? And we do that by thinking about what we're going to give up, what we're going to do extra, and how maybe we're going to fast and pray. So in this next week, don't just focus on the feasting before we get into that time of fast, but really let's get our priorities in order. So when those ashes are sprinkled upon our head this year, we're ready to go. We're not taking a couple of extra days to figure out what we want to do, but we're ready to enter into that desert led by the Spirit of our God.